Hello everyone, welcome you all. We are students from this Department of Statistics and Computer Science, first year Physical Science students, University of California. Statistics is widely applied in almost all the fields such as business, entertainment, health, weather, advertising, education, sports and journalism. In fact, statistics is a part of every field and we are knowingly or unknowingly we use it in our daily basis. But the thing is, everything which people define by the term statistics would not be the correct. Confused? So, here is presenting you how we're going to be misled by statistics in different fields. Let us begin our journey.
Simply, the misuse statistics is misuse of numerical information and misguiding people with certain details. That is, a misuse of statistics occurs when a statistical argument asserts a falsehood. In some cases, the misuse may be accidental. In others, it is purposeful and for the gain of the perpetrator.
Imagine you need to choose between two hospitals for an elderly relative's surgery. Out of each hospital's last 1,000 patients, 900 survived at Hospital A, while only 800 survived at Hospital B. So it looks like Hospital A is the better choice. But before you make your decision, remember that not all patients arrive at the hospital with the same level of health. And if we divide each hospital's last 1,000 patients into those who arrived in good health and those who arrived in poor health, the picture starts to look very different. Hospital A had only 100 patients who arrived in poor health, of which 30 survived. But Hospital B had 400, and they were able to save 210. So Hospital B is the better choice for patients who arrive at hospital in poor health, with a survival rate of 52.5%. And what
Statistics has spread in every field of the world, so it's being widely used by everyone. From those fields, we picked a few popular fields to figure out how they have used statistics incorrectly. We are going to look into these fields: entertainment, health, weather, advertising, education, sports, and journalism.
The entertainment field is using statistics especially to analyze box office collections of movies and to rank movies based on the highest yearly, monthly, daily connections and more. So, we selected this particular example to show you how statistics had been misused in the field of entertainment. I am pretty sure that movie lovers know about the Upina movie. It is latest, which were released in 2021. Actually, the importance of this movie is it is the highest grossing first day collection in February month for any Telugu movie. It collected 9.28 crore in its first day. Actually, a huge amount for any movie. Till 2021, this position was claimed by Mirchi, which was released in 2013. Actually, 7 years back, with 6.8 crores. Well, the fact is that there is 7 years gap between these two movies, as I said before, and the collection difference is just 2.48 crores. I repeat, 2.48 crores. The gap is huge, but only 2.48 crores. Apart from that, we all know, according to our general knowledge, a value of a currency changing day by day. Directly, time plays a crucial role when we are talking about the value of money. So, can you understand what has happened here? The relevant officers didn't have given importance to the time period when they list out those blockbusters. Highest gross day collections occurred in different months.
Now, we are going to look into one of the most important fields in the recent world, health. This example shows how a popular news channel in Sri Lanka uses statistics incorrectly. The objective of this visualization is to explain the weekly comparison of newly infected COVID 19 patients in Sri Lanka. Can you identify what is wrong here? The reason is the responsible people have labeled the axis of bars inconsistently. It is obvious that they took a week gap for the first 5 bars and after that they represent the patient's count daily. And they did not even name the axis relevantly. Actually, here they want to emphasize that the number of COVID 19 cases has reduces over time. So, we took an attempt to draw the above graph again with correct scaling and parameters, and this is how it looks like. So, think that how irresponsible to lead to people with wrong information with the misuse of statistics in such a pandemic.
This is also a similar type of example that Argentina News presented a graph, the number of positive COVID tests per million people in their country with no y-axis. Well, that is not the fact that they are manipulating the y-axis to hide the terrible number of COVID-19 positive cases. That's the most dangerous thing. The graph makes Argentina look decent at testing people while it's clearly not the case. By looking at this misleading graph, no one can understand the real rate of COVID patients. How terrible! So, we have drawn the right graph, and now you can figure out how terrible the situation is. Because the relevant graph actually shows the number of positive COVID tests per million people. Did you see that? For million people pressed in above graph? No, that's the mistake here. So, that is how health sector statistics went wrong. Now we are going to look into the most exciting fields, advertisements. Easily people may mislead by this way. Let us see how it this happen.
Hand sanitizer is one of the most important sale item in the market because of this pandemic situation. So, as per advertisements, the hand sanitizers kill 99.99% of germs, but the fact is it is only true under the laboratory conditions. In real world settings, this is not true. When tested in real world things, they kill as few as 46% of germs. People would most likely use the product in real world rejecting the expert notifications.
Another famous misuse of statistics is Colgate toothpaste advertisement. In 2007, toothpaste company Colgate ran an advertisement stating that 80% of dentists were recommended Colgate rather than other toothpaste products. Then what is the reality? The survey information only showed that Colgate was one of toothpaste brand which dentists liked. But better to look at their sample considered for the survey. Is it a representative sample to represent the whole world? Just think for a second. Hence, it is safe to say that this sleight of hand technique by Colgate is clear example of misuse of statistics in advertising. So, we should be more careful when we are watching advertisements, isn't it? Another crucial area of misusing statistics is weather. Surprised? Probably is. But how?
Take a look at this graph of global warming data from the National Review. They are intentionally including temperatures from minus 10 degrees up to 110 degrees to make that line as flat as they can. Or to push an idea that global warming is not real or something. At first sight, all of us will identify that there is no considerable change in global warming.
Now have a look at the real graph according to the forecast. It is totally different from what you have seen before, isn't it? According to the graph, it clearly showed that there is a considerable difference in global warming in past years. Actually, here the mislead was undertaken by considering large range of y-axis unnecessarily. The saddest thing is that these organizations know exactly what they are doing. They are doing mistakes by misusing statistics, but we should not do these types of things in important fields because global warming is such a huge issue now. Next, the most important topic, education field. Let's see what has been gone wrong. At the time we were doing A levels, we were given a leaflet of a well known famous Sri Lankan tutor saying that from the first 10 district ranks, 5 students were his students. Some impressive, isn't it? But actually, that is not that much impressive. Have a look at this real leaflet. When we see this, it gives the idea that 50% are learning from him. But he had included both biological stream and physical stream together. Which means out of first 10 ranks of both biological and physical stream, that means out of 10 ranks he has got only 5 ranks, which means actual percentage of his results is only 25%. This is clearly a misuse of statistics, isn't it?
Let's see how people use statistics incorrectly for one of the most influential field by this video.
Hey guys, I'm Rishabh Pant. This is my batting average in last T20 series against England.
Hey, I'm Virat Kohli. This is my batting average in last T20 series.
What do you think about the average scores of these two? Simply, it gives the impression that Kohli has scored 115.5% in every match. Never could it be? Let's calculate the average of them using general method.
Let's see my scorecard. These are the runs that I scored in last 5 matches. Now tell me what's my average. Let's calculate. Total is 231, so average will be 231 divided by 5 equals 46.2.
Let's see my scorecard. Total is 102, so average is 102 divided by 4 equals 25.5.
What has happened?
Actually, in cricket, batting average is calculated by different manner. It is that total of runs scored divided by number of outs.
According to this incident, cricketers' batting average gives a false impression due to the way it is calculated.
So this is an example for misuse of statistics.
Another field is journalism. Now let's have a look at how did they misuse statistics in that field.
This graph is from Market Now blog magazine and it represents simply income for men in US over past 30 years.
It is normal that we all will concern about this chart, but the truth is bit different from this chart. You all will get an idea that you all were being misguided by this graph due to these reasons. Actually, there are not enough data points. In the original chart, the author only uses 2 data points for each age group. What if there was a spike somewhere within those 30 years? If the decline only started in the first few years? What if 1972 and 2012 were outlier years that skew the trend? We don't know any from these, so we can't conclude the conclusion which author has given to us.
Immediately, we can see that their median income was actually relatively stable between 1972 and 1999, contrary to the author's broad conclusion. If we picked out only 2 data points in this series, say 1972 and 1999, we would actually conclude that median incomes had remained stable for that group.
So, what do you think now? Did you know these things before this presentation? We guess not. You and me both have been misguided by misuse of statistics in a period, but from now onwards, it won't happen. But we also can contribute to reduce misuse of statistics. So, if you are in the field of statistics, if you are aiming to do a job in the field of statistics, please take this into your mind. Do not do these type of things and try to stop others doing these things as well. Misleading data visualizations, data phishing, fraud corrections, faulty polling, purposeful and selective bias, using percentage of change in combination with small sample size. We all have explained these things in our slides with examples. So we hope you all get some idea about misuse of statistics. Hope you all can figure out the difference between the real statistics and misuse of statistics. Please share your feedback about the experience you all had with us. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Have a nice day.